Before we begin, this show is intended for mature audiences only, not for the faint of heart. Any opinions expressed are satirical, casual. Get on with it already. Alright. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, see, there we go. Where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. That's the full quote.
I'm stupid. What does folly mean?
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a big misstep.
Yeah.
So where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. So the idea there is, ignorance is not bliss. It's when you resign yourself to being ignorant and say that that's blissful, then you reject all knowledge. All wisdom.
Knowledge is a curse. Alright, I don't want to be cursed with knowledge.
Adam and Eve were gifted with the curse of knowledge.
Do you know how terrifying 2 + 1 is? It's scary, man.
Especially when it doesn't equal 4.
When you
gives me shivers.
2 equals fish, guys. Come on, oh my god.
You got that from me and you know that. You know that.
What?
2 + 2 equals fish, that's from me in secondary.
Multiple. You can take away numbers.
Stanley Parable.
From
Take
me.
away numbers, man. That's terrifying.
I was never so good with the maths.
You're the only bug
It's from 2 + 2 equals fish is from Indiana Jones.
I've never watched Indiana Jones, so...
So if I think about it, in formula...
Exactly, right?
It was then Raiders somewhere.
All I know is that...
Whichever one has him as a teacher on the whiteboard.
All I know is that at some point, Indiana Jones eats monkey brains and he nuts. It's just like...
The first part is true. The second part depends on who you ask, really. That's a hell of an assumption.
I assume it tastes amazing.
You know the 12A rating that movies have, you know, like the...
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, that was actually introduced for Temple of Doom.
Because of the monkey brains?
Really? Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he also runs away from a boulder, yes.
Don't interrupt him.
That's the first movie.
He's not watched it.
I played the Lego Indiana Jones, does that count? Yes! On the PS Vita, that counts, right?
Yes.
That's my
whole
childhood.
PS Vita? What? Yes. When did you have a PS Vita? Do you remember the PS Vita?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah,
I actually played Indiana Jones on it too.
Yeah,
I played it on the Wii.
Yeah,
and then on the PS Vita.
What's going on today?
We had a lot of Lego games, you know.
I was a PS2 guy through and through, you know what I mean?
PS2, I was too young to
people
have
who don't
PS2.
play video games, we're just talking gibberish. Dude, you had it on the Wiiwo, bro. You had it on the Hoobie, man.
The
Hoobie, bro. Remember that came out?
The Ouya?
I bet you don't have a Atari, guys.
The Ouya was real. The Ouya is actually a real thing.
I know, man.
No one knows the Ouya. Okay, we've sidetracked a little too much here.
Okay, yeah.
It's a big thing for me since I've known you. Is the chronic thing. Moving on from that though, there's a hell of a lot that we need to get to for this beautiful guy here. Today's special guest, as we always have one on every week. Today's special guest is Bobby.
What's up?
What's up?
High five me. Come on.
There you go. Yeah, that's the one.
I made you fall, but okay.
You managed it.
Yeah.
If you've been listening in this far, you probably noticed that.
My head.
Yeah.
We haven't explained that yet.
For the audio viewers, you might want to become a video listener real quick and go over to the YouTube, because right here on the center of our table we have a concrete mask of yourself.
Yeah.
It's quite literally my face. So
1-to-1, in fact. Yeah.
So how should I present this?
Just preface this and preface who you are, to be honest, because it's clear that you're an artisan of some kind.
Did
he
introduce himself in the mic, or did nobody do that?
That's not.
I don't know.
Don't get all meta on me, bro. I'm asking him, and then that's what he's going to do.
Meta, bro.
Oh, here it is. Here's the making of. Yeah. But basically, Bobby and we met each other. I don't know when exactly in college. God knows how or why.
22nd of July.
Oh, he knows. What the hell?
Wow.
What?
I'm very
Bob
good
pulled
with
off an
dates.
exact date.
Yeah.
How?
Because I remember when the art show was.
Was that when we met each other?
Yeah, I think definitely.
Oh damn! I thought I knew you through.
You, Darius, and some others.
So you did see Darius?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was
Who
there.
Can't make it today?
I was there all along.
And Alaman was there in the corner, obviously.
In spirit. But here's some images.
Transmitting his energy.
Do you mind if I just...
Yeah.
But you did... What did you do in college at the time?
What did you do?
Bobby.
What the fuck is this?
Right?
Yes, Bobby.
What is it? What the hell?
So basically...
My man was making a mummy.
Guys, anyone who's listening to this on Spotify right now does need to check out the full video episode because there's going to be some crazy stuff you can see. Let's show that up on the screen. Yeah.
Bo made my ancestor.
I was almost killed. So they stuck straws in my nose.
Oh, I was thinking, no, do you have piercings?
The teachers basically
Oh my god.
got this disgusting pink goo called alginate.
Yeah.
It's this artist.
Potassium, isn't it? Potassium alginate.
Yeah, it's this sort of like. Basically, you have to apply it as soon as you mix it, or else it will harden and be cracked up. So, what they had to do was they had to slap it on my face, like they were making like a trifle or something. And then they had to quickly rip it off my face.
This is literally how it goes.
And after that, they poured plaster into the mold.
Yes.
Which then hardened, making my face appear within the alginate.
And did you do this for
If
fun?
you understand, if you understand whatever the hell I just said.
It's all here in the notes, and it's one hell of a process. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
Just look at this.
Yeah.
Is this a
Oh,
kink?
wow.
What's going on?
To some people, I'm sure, but what exactly was this about, and why was this done exactly, Bobby?
Oh,
How
so
far up were the straws in your nose?
they went far. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay. Cool.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still, you know, in case you weren't aware, he's still alive.
I don't know, man. I was picturing like almost near the brain, man. I don't know.
It's
man.
not a COVID test, dude. It's always pretty close, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
they weren't even that big of straws. But let me answer your question. So what I was actually meant to do was, I was meant to represent decay. So
Decay.
what the idea I had was to make this box and put a bunch of dead things inside it, including my own head, to
to present it to the judges and get a 10 out of 10.
Exactly. but
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, to symbolize that theme.
These are my dead things. What do you think about this?
Oh, you should have included your penis. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Tahir,
Yes.
I said tone it down,
Yeah,
bro. It's not that kind of episode today.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should have had you as an advisor. Maybe I would have gotten a better grade.
What did you end up getting for this insane mask of yourself?
I don't even remember.
Okay, well, it has been a while.
I zoned
We
out.
all did graduate, so in the end, it was well worth it. But you can see here like the clear inspirations of like decayed remains and the kinds of museum sort of exhibitions that they do on decrepit statues and stuff like
I
that.
raided the British Museum for some stuff.
Exactly right.
Did some drawings.
Bro, it's
Really
literally
cool stuff.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
should've
there you go.
been.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's linked perfectly to what we were saying earlier.
Yeah, huh.
Funny how that works out.
So,
and so,
yeah, I
and
did
so
some,
this is the original sort of concept idea then of what?
yeah,
of,
those
of
were
a
like
ceramic
these
mask.
experiments I did.
Oh,
So
nice.
they were meant to be
Look
like
like clown
fossils, but I guess it doesn't look like that. It's-
It does definitely. No, to me, it definitely looks like a fossil. When you paint it past that point, then maybe it's a little different. But here you can see, at least in my opinion, that the idea is sort of forming there,
Yeah.
right? Really, really cool. So you did this for your what? Foundation arts, yeah?
Foundation, yeah, final.
Before then, when I was there at college, what were you studying? Was it a BTEC or was it what?
It was. I did A-level art
A-level-
and
A-level
A-level English, and everyone would always ask me, like, "Why are you only doing 2 A-levels?" And I was like, because
Fees
I
too
wasn't good
much.
enough to do 3.
Oh, damn.
I think you were saved, buddy, honestly. I think you were saved. As someone who did BTEC, I don't know your pain for doing A-levels, but it sounds hard.
It was.
Interesting.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad I did BTEC. Oh my God.
To be honest, I have the memory of a goldfish, guys.
You remember the
Everything.
vibes, though, and trust me, the vibes down there at Leighton and Walthamstow was a hell of a thing. Actually, I'll do a close-up on you there when the mask is setting.
Oh, yeah, that is.
There you
that
go.
is me.
That is you. There you
Yeah.
go. That's definitely gonna make it in.
What I actually had to do at the time, I had these like long twists in my hair.
in your hair.
So like I twisted my hair, so I had to get this like hairnet on my head and Vaseline my entire face.
Oh my
Vaseline my
God.
eyebrows, make my face basically look like a doll's face. It was rough.
Oh my
That is
God.
crazy. All to have this come out of it, and then this was actually shown at our final exhibition down there in the college down in that July of 2022.
23.
23.
This was foundation.
Yes, foundation year. That's right.
Yeah, we
well
met
after
after
graduation,
A-levels.
and in fact that was 20. Sorry, you said 22nd of July.
Yeah.
And that would have been 3 days before my birthday celebration that you would have come down at. Do you remember that time down there in Canary Wharf at the Indian place? So
Yes, yes, I
3 days
do.
before that, this was all shown off, and that puts into perspective what was going on. I
That's
must have
crazy.
tried to get you over to my birthday. I hope I messaged you. I don't know if I did. Maybe I was like, well, I don't know you that well, to be fair.
Yeah, I think
But
we literally just met.
Was it? I could have sworn we
For
knew
a-
each other the year back in college, though. I don't know why I think that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just saw you around.
No, I think we definitely just met at the art show.
Are you absolutely certain?
Yeah, because
Then maybe that makes
what
a
subject
difference.
did you do?
I
again?
don't think you mentioned any Bobby during that time.
Really?
In that-
I
in that way.
mentioned George though, right?
Maybe.
Okay, well, never mind.
Maybe.
Never mind. But yeah, I was initially just being completely overwhelmed by 4 A levels. 4 A levels, which for all of our Americans and all the other ones
You
who
did 4?
exist, A levels are basically the academic level with exams and all the rest of it. That kind of vocational course that happens immediately after secondary school. So it's basically immediately after middle school, basically. So it'll be high school, sort of, first 2 years of high school. And that stuff's all the exams and all the really boring guff. Even if you're doing a vocational course, like an arts course, at the end of the day, it's got a lot of heavy lifting. And if you're doing 4 of those, that's 4 independent subjects, honestly, it's a nightmare. I did that for 1 month. I was doing all 4 of media studies, photography, which was lovely, and then history and psychology, actually, which were which were my fallbacks for a time. I was really considering going off to Cambridge, actually, to go and do either classics or PPE, fluffist degree, or linguistics. Like more pressingly linguistics. I would have gone through that through line with history and psychology and done linguistics instead, just in case. But ultimately, like the media side took its inspiration.
You saw a banger movie. It's just like that has to be
Literally,
me.
I saw
That has
Stranger
to be
Things or something as part of our module, and I was like, yeah, I need to be on this.
Just
I need
for
to
Stranger
make
Things.
this. I mean, like, kind of for the first term or whatever. They were like, analyze Stranger Things for us, do a little essay on it, and at the time it had just come out, the new scenes had just come out, and it was starting to become a really big thing, or bigger than it was, at least for our group, our lot. Because of that, I was really, really invested in TV, everything that came out of it. I want to be in this industry, so everything else took a wayside, and unfortunately, I had to throw away photography with it, right? Yeah, no, it's a damn shame, but you can't handle 4. And the opposite thing to do, the other thing to do would be BTEC, right? And a BTEC's like way more, not artsy-fartsy, but like way more lenient, I guess you could
Laid
say.
back.
Laid back. It's chill,
back,
guys. It's
yeah.
chill.
It's chill.
And I think most people should do it. I know they're cutting the funding now.
Which
Thank
is
you,
awesome.
Rishi Sunak. Thank you for that. They're cutting the funding on BTECs now.
Thanks, Big Rish.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, Mr. Coconut said we're gonna cut the funding for BTECs.
So then who's...
They're gonna
people-
integrate BTECs with T levels. They said,
Oh.
isn't it?
Shouldn't
Something
it
like
be the other way around?
Yeah, I know.
Who the fuck's heard of
I'm not
T-levels?
talking out my ass, am I?
I'm trying to remember the last time I looked at the news.
You're one of the good ones.
I
No,
get-
but because I did history, I was politically aware, quote unquote, irony plus irony plus irony. I was politically aware, right? Which is to say that I was obsessed with politics. And
I was reading Mein Kampf every...
no, not quite.
Vote for
Not
Ibrahim.
quite.
Vote for Joe.
yes,
for Joe.
9-9.
All right, guys. All right.
Vote for Joe, bro.
That's you, bro.
Let's
Don't
take
me,
2
me,
steps
me, me,
back.
We'll take 3 steps, 4 steps, maybe. But anyway,
Let's go
after
right
all that, basically, if you do history in college and there's something there, right? There's some kind of naive disillusionment that you have with the modern world and an understanding that somewhere deep in there in the political sphere, you can actually make a difference. I know this is really nihilistic, but honestly, if you study politics or history when you're young, you go in thinking, no one knows about politics, but I want to know and I want to learn. No one thinks they can make a change, but people can make a change, right? We can do things in this world based on what everyone has done before. So then you learn politics and you learn history, then you go out of that exactly the same as everyone else being like, well, again, no one can make a change. It's oligarchical, it's fucking dictatorship, all the rest of it. That's really what happened with me. like complete and utter nihilism, but at least I learnt why. Like you go through Thatcher and you go through Tories and you go into David Cameron and the pig. There you go.
Who's the pig?
That's for all the people. That's for the people who know.
You're innocent, buddy.
We're allowed to use
The third guy, Die Hard.
We're allowed to use expletive language, as it says here on Alamin's shirt. Please get up for us, Alamin. Let's have a look at this. Parental advisory, explicit content. There you go.
You've
Show that
already
one
made
on.
merch. Wasted
That's
no
definitely
time.
that's definitely our much. People used to say that David Cameron was a pig fucker.
There was a rumor going around that David Cameron fucked a pig. I think it originated from an insult in Parliament.
Yes.
But David Cameron himself couldn't dispute it or like.
For some reason, he did such a
Deny it.
shit job of saying, no, I obviously didn't do this stupid thing that you're saying, just because he decided not to address it.
Yeah,
So it gets funnier past that point because he doesn't address it. Everyone's like, "Oh well, no, he definitely did it." But it's just
he didn't deny it, so
It's just off the back. It's off the back of anti-Tory slander, which is the only objective thing that you need to be doing in
To
your
be
life.
fair, if you say no, that's just...
They're like, "No, guys, I didn't. Guys, I didn't.
I
He was
swear.
in denial."
It wasn't me, guys. I swear.
It's one of,
You
you've
just
seen
gotta put your head down and let it blow over.
that, exactly.
Classic
If you've seen that
British
clip
politics.
if you've seen that clip from, I think it's from the Punisher, where they go, "No, wait, wait.
Oh, man.
So that was him, right? And at that point, what the hell can you do, really?
They used to literally call him the pig fucker in Parliament.
That's how
They're
I'll
like,
remember
it's
him.
Cameron
That is
the
how
pig
I remember
fucker.
him.
That was his Batman
Not the
origins.
Prime Minister.
His Batman
The
origins.
pig
Yeah.
fucker.
He became the big fucker.
That's gonna be the worst Batman.
Riddle me this, Dark Knight. What walks on four legs?
Oh my
What
god.
walks with four legs, and I particularly fancy. Anyway, moving on from that, David Cameron as a Batman villain is not what the topic of today's episode is. That is
God, we're not
amazing.
going down that route
Are
again.
you still arty?
No.
Oh,
I wanted
God
to make some
damn it.
money. But
Yeah, well,
but I was for a long time.
for a long last time, right? Even after graduating, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So how did that play out, and why did you stop being into that creative art sphere, and why am I still in it, and why am I making the biggest mistake? Never mind. So tell me,
I just didn't really see like a
future.
future. Like what I've actually wanted to pursue is screenwriting, which was originally just a hobby.
Yeah.
But I want to sort of like, it's more feasible than becoming a famous artist. If I'm like an assistant director, writing for games, movies, some TV.
I tell you what, man, I should have had you on then, because we've been doing a sort of four-part
You're on a
episode.
film course, aren't you?
TV, in
Yeah.
fact, yeah.
TV.
Better yet. Although we do like mesh well with the film students too, and you've got your little gallery and your studio set and stuff like that. Honestly, if you want to get into that, then be like a runner for a year. The only issue with that is the pay is so shite. Like how much? Not to be too intrusive, but in the ballpark of how much do you earn these days? Just in the ballpark. If that's all right. If that's not all right, that's fine.
£15 an hour, but work is more like
Time to time, right? Not secure that way. Right?
Some months are better than the others.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I see.
So as
Average a month, I'd say like maybe 600, 700. But
a month average.
yeah, but I don't work every day. And
Okay.
they give me £5 for being early, which begs the question: why do they pay people £5 for being early? Like, do they have like a massive history of people
Lateness.
just not turning up at all for getting paid the full amount? I don't know.
He was
That would be
They were like, "Oh my god, you
Yeah,
finally
I
showed
mean, I'm
up!"
not complaining, but
This guy was
why-
early.
In the history of our entire establishment, we've never seen this. Will that's really weird. That's really weird.
Is that
But
why
you
you
got
came
five-
here early today?
So sometimes I
You're
just
gonna get
make
I'll give you a fiver just for that, mate.
You know, give me your bank account, but I'll give you the money, bro. Fine.
But yeah, so £15 an hour, in my eyes, whether that's like secure or not, as a base rate,
yeah.
pretty damn good as a base rate, right? And,
Yeah.
and I'm not assuming that it's going to be strict hourlies like a 20-hour contract, 40-hour contract. It's not going to work like that based on where you are as an agency. Because you're off, again, for the viewers, you're off there at venues setting up things for like
Yeah.
artists and stuff like that. And where have you been?
Big big place. I actually, I've been places. Mostly it's just hotels.
Oh, really?
Sometimes
Okay,
it's like
okay.
Okay.
premieres, probably stuff I can't talk about.
NDA.
Ooh.
Not really. I mean, I've only signed one NDA so far.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I just don't want to talk about it because
Not fun?
they will always have someone watching.
Oh my god! This man worked for the MI5. You're making that sound way too cryptic.
Sorry, in the Men in Black. What?
they have
They have
they
eyes
have
everywhere.
connections everywhere. It could be you. It could be me.
I'm part
Could
of
be
MI7.
anyone in this
okay,
room.
right?
Yeah, it could be you.
It could be me. You know?
Could be this
Could be a
bucket.
spy camera up there.
I just
knows?
realized that's there. I don't know why we have CCTV. No one's. By the way, no one's watching. We can say hi. Say hi to CCTV in the corner. It's not in frame, but no one's watching. No one's watching.
I don't know. Why would
one
anyone
thing-
watch?
One thing I will talk about is
Yeah.
we were at St. Paul's Cathedral recently, and we were like we were just moving stuff downstairs, and it's a really old building, so I mean they had lifts, but
Well, I'd
some
go
people
pretty
just
quickly
opted to
stairs.
go down the spiral staircase, which took about 5 minutes to go up.
Oh,
I know
totally
it's
would've done that.
it's St. Paul's Cathedral. So that's
Yeah.
you're going up the spire
Yeah.
I
because
totally would've done
the elevator
that.
is so rusty that you're like, oh my god, don't want to chance that.
Yeah, so we were carrying like these big bits of wood, some more heavy stuff, stuff. Like that. and down to the crypt and to the
Catacombs? What would we say?
catacombs. Or
The
yeah.
dungeons?
Yeah, and we were there at 3 a.m. actually.
See, that's the kicker.
we
isn't
were
it?
Yo! Did it go wrong? Did
So
it go
I
sexual?
thought
Were cops called?
Did
in
serial
the corner
porn
of my eye. I felt like a hand touch my. I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, is this like the ghost of Princess Diana or something?
Oh no!
That's topical considering last week's episode.
Yeah,
but
it's
never
like,
mind.
you know,
Because I think
Funny
the
you should say
client
Funny you talk
actually,
about dungeons and Princess Diana, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
the client told us that Princess Diana was buried at St. Paul's Cathedral, but I believed
I
it
knew that.
because I don't know
I knew
anything
that. Is that
about
true?
the royals. So. It's not apparently. Apparently she was buried at her estate.
Why the hell did he say that then? Just to
was
freak
like-
you out more.
Yeah.
You know, Princess Diana roams these halls.
I was like, what?
And you just feel the touch on your shoulder.
Did you know I'm Princess Diana? That's what you should have said, bro. You should have said that.
Oh my god.
But people were buried there, and we had to be careful not to place the pieces of
shit.
wood on the graves.
Yeah.
That sounds also. I wish I was
Yeah,
there.
I was there. I wish I was there
I
as
wish I was
well.
there.
As someone who's also
I
worked
wish you guys were there.
just for moral support.
Yeah.
Then again, knowing this guy, he's the one tapping on your shoulder, to be honest with you.
Because if you another
Dude, I'd be there making pee poo poo jokes. Alright.
just in the shadows.
That sounds terrible on the microphone. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, man.
20 minutes late.
Hey, think about it.
I worked, obviously less manual, like no manual stuff at all. I worked at, St. Mary's Walthamstow, way up.
Oh,
It was the church just on north.
I've been in and out of Walthamstow for the past year more than I'd like to.
Care to admit, but Leighton Orient FC, where the football stadium is, the little leisure centre, where
Yeah.
Drapers Field.
Yeah.
Drapers Field. So you go up north, as far as I'm aware, or at least on the map, past Drapers Field, you find St. Mary's. It's a quaint little place. Mostly old people down there. It's pretty chill. And we were there to do an art installation. This was during college days, or during the holiday at least. I think Julian Hand, bless him, he was the media technician down there,
Yeah.
and he got that job. And it was me and Arthur Tucker. Arthur, blonde Arthur. No, or one of Lucas' friends. Anyway.
Lucas friends with everyone. That's
Oh
like-
yeah,
that's
right.
like-
That doesn't really help. Well, I would have said that Luca would have been involved in that. This is another guy from Card for Reference guy. But anyway, we all worked on that, and it was crazy because there was a whole new refurbishment going on. So it basically would have been you lot, right?
Yeah.
They were all working there, and we had to make stuff with Ableton on little dinky little laptops, and we were recording the construction sounds that they were making. If you go down there to St. Mary's Walthamstow right now, guys, you can see it. The art installation's still there with a little audio plaque, and my name's on there as well. My old name.
I'll check it out. Probably
Yeah, why not?
tomorrow.
Ain't no way, bro.
They've told me it's still there.
Oh.
To be honest with you, I actually haven't checked it. I'm gonna say right now that yeah, it's still there, but I don't know. They could have just been lying to me.
You shouldn't trust people, bro.
But thank you, Emma, who is, if you, I'm actually not going to watch this, but thank you, Emma, for setting that out. She was the organizer for that, and lovely, lovely time. But that's probably the only experience I've got with the church. But basically, the main point is that they've had to work around the graves and the plaques, just like you have had.
Yeah.
And they dug it all up, and we're just seeing these lads there. It's just a bit weird. It's just a
They
bit
were digging
weird.
the graves?
No, they're not digging out the graves, but you can see where it's placed, and they're
Yeah, I was
saying...
gonna say,
this is-
you're talking like bodies on there.
You can't see the bodies. You can
everyone,
see
what are you
overall-
doing?
You can see the overall placement of where it would have been if you go a little further down, and obviously they're careful and considerate, like you lot are, as part of the agency. But if you go too far down, then you'll see it. Well, mate, hopefully you're careful and considerate. I don't know.
Only when the
Bro,
client is
you take a
watching.
leap.
Yeah, okay, of course.
Only when the
One
client's
time we
watching.
took down this massive like podium. The client was like, "I hope that was planned," and then the chief was just like, "Yeah, that's why there was no one standing underneath it."
Oh, definitely.
Oh my god.
Like I want to get to that level where I don't even have to make sure the job is done.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? You just halfway through the job, you just walk out. you don't get paid?
Optimistically, you
You
can
get paid either way.
Oh my god! Oh, what an ethic!
Wow, I'm so...
What an
Easiest
ethic!
thing that I could do.
On an optimistic side of things, I hear that as okay. You mean you want to do such a good job that you don't even have to double check? But
Yeah, that's what I
that's
meant.
definitely what you said.
That's what I
Yeah. Say that to your employer for why not? Well, obviously, the truth is.
If the boss is listening, that's what I meant.
For legal reasons,
have you ever
that's
thought,
everyone.
for legal reasons? That's a joke. I always find it funny the prospect of just managers of managers just watching into you, because I know stories. I've heard stories of people, especially at coffee shops and stuff like that, where, and you know, Harry had this too, right? Where they just phone you up in the middle of the night or text you. So these managers are insane. It's crazy
They
people.
phone you up in the middle
Yeah,
of the night.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the
Why?
back in the day, or even now, really, workers' rights violations. No one cares. It's not a violation
What
by any.
for?
I don't even know. Right?
I mean,
Dude, I won't even pick up.
There's nothing
I mean, I
important.
still
My
do it.
boss is
I still
phoning
call
me
you
in the
now.
middle of the night. I consider that
Yeah.
him doing damage to himself. that's
You know
not
what?
my problem.
But stuff like that is the case these days, right?
Instant block.
So my thought is like, it would be so funny if they were just listening at all times. How ridiculous that would be.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like people don't have anything better to do. We'll wait for the CCTV again, whoever's there.
Oh my god.
Today's episode is titled Schizophrenia. And how we live with it.
The voices inside
The
my
voices
head.
inside my head.
Get out
Dis-
of my head.
That's Akira reference. There you go. Lovely Akira reference. Anyway, so we've just seen your lovely first sketchbook from Foundation Art, and we've seen this mask here as well. I'd bring it up to the camera a little further if I was bothered. I'm not gonna. But there's a second thing as well. Maybe a second book. Do you have? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there you go. I just called that. I predicted that.
God.
I really brought this one in case the other one wasn't like.
Interesting enough,
Yeah.
dude. It was hella good. It was great.
Yes.
The viewers will see as well. Oh man.
So what I did here was I sort of like I wanted to combine. I can't remember. This was over a year ago.
Take a minute. Take a minute. This
Same
is another
with me too,
Foundation
man.
Arts
I
project.
haven't visited this sketchbook since
Since he made it.
since like a year and a half ago, and I looked at it yesterday in preparation for this show.
Oh.
To be honest, the theme of today's episode is a man who was an artist but is no longer, and that might just be me. In like a year's time, dude, you might see me go, I don't know, be a team leader for something.
Just name it. Don't do art.
Don't do art, or why I didn't do art. That's what it's called.
So
Why
what
not?
I would do from
Yeah.
the looks of it is I got ads from the 1940s and basically applied them to the Italian Renaissance.
That looks
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
awesome.
So I'll
That
go
is
through
amazing. That sounds amazing.
sort of.
That actually sounds amazing.
So this is like a piece of propaganda from Soviet Russia. I
Soviet
believe.
Union, right?
And this basically I got images of the friar from the Bonfire of the Vanities
Uh-huh.
and basically made a poster to sort of look like this.
And this is your one then at the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
So
at
the top
bottom.
is the one that's inspired by. And
I
at
did
the
this
bottom-
myself on Snapchat actually. I didn't use any
Oh.
Photoshop because
Wow, that's actually impressive. That's
I'm
way more
terrible
impressive.
with digital
Yeah,
stuff. like-
Snapchat.
So this is like a cigarette ad. And
Yeah,
that's,
I know this one.
Yeah, and I've done like a Leonardo da Vinci type magazine where he's got all his inventions there, stuff like
You're not
that.
telling me you did that with Snapchat too?
I did, yeah.
What? Oh, no. Hold that for a
Nope.
second. Hold that for a second, buddy. I don't know about you guys. Have a look at that as well. Bring that round. That's pretty impressive for it being done on Snapchat. Like what?
I used the
that's-
cutout filter.
That's actually pretty sick.
That's on Snapchat.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry.
This is on Snap. This is not Snapchat.
It is.
You're lying.
swear to
You're
God.
lying.
The wonders of modern technology.
You want to be an editor? You want to be an editor?
Nah, no, it's like I can't use Snapchat to edit professionally. You know what I mean? I can't.
Wait, we'll pay you
I
in
can't-
peas and peanuts. Sorry.
We'll pay you an exposure.
I can't bring it to a client and be like, I did this on
Guess what?
Instagram
I did
editor.
this on Snapchat, bro. What you got on me, bro?
To be honest with you, like, you'll be surprised what people have in their portfolio these days.
Yeah. Here's another
God
one.
damn.
Yep.
We got like an ad from World War One, and it's basically like a fight for Britain. You know, it's got the king there.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, and then I made this sort of thing where it was like, men of Italia serve your Pope. We got the Pope. I don't know. He was the villain of Assassin's Creed 2.
Yes, he was.
That's
yes,
where
he was.
That's,
You're
that's
right.
where I know him from.
Pope
You're actually right.
Burgie or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that we
Alexander
mentioned
the
Assassin's Creed last week because it's
Yeah, it's
all
your
looping back.
And
Will this be an
all
arc?
connected.
here's
Oh,
Marilyn
bless! This
Monroe.
is a great one. Marilyn Monroe poster as well.
Yeah, so I've inspired by it. I made like a magazine.
Cover.
Yeah, we got Lucrezia Borgia here, and she,
For reference, for people who don't know who's that.
it's this Renaissance.
Muse,
I don't know.
shall we say?
Yeah, she was the
If they're
daughter of the Pope.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, the Pope had 2 kids, from what I know of. He had Lucrezia and Cesare.
Cesare.
And, yeah, villain of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Cesare.
Big Assassin's
that.
Creed
Yeah.
crowd. Big Assassin's Creed crowd.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
I
I
butchered
basically I made all these on Snapchat, by the way.
that. I don't know why that's so
Jeez.
impressive to me, but that is. There you go.
Yeah.
And that one's inspired by the Mussolini poster,
Nice
Yeah.
camera.
which is actually a good poster, to be honest.
Yeah.
There you go.
They don't make him like they used to.
You say the same thing about Assassin's Creed.
Well, yeah.
I was playing the new one, Mirage, this morning.
Oh, okay. Hold up. What's all this then?
God.
Ooh,
We
so
don't know what the
basically,
new ones.
I made like an alginate hand.
Uh,
I know. Let me see if I got a picture of it. Yeah. So
oh wow.
I basically stuck my hand into a tube of alginate.
Yeah.
I made this massive like hand sculpture.
Oh, because you can make a mold of what the
Yeah.
shape of your hand looks like with that, and then you place an item in there.
Oh, so it's kind of like an injection mode, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have a look, if you can show it.
My
Probably
mechanical
can show it
degree
to
came in
them.
useful.
Them guys.
Yeah, they didn't need to see it.
So
No.
I stuck my hand into that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
There's another picture of it actually, like of my hand actually in it, but I didn't put it in my sketchbook.
So you're like injection mode in, I see.
Yeah.
Actually, really sick.
Yeah, that's actually quite cool, you know?
Oh.
And
I didn't get to engineering and art.
yeah, you do all sorts of things in this
Yeah.
subject, but
In a way, I sort of missed all the madness that we used to get up to. But
I miss the
All the
art department.
shenanigans.
It was truly another time.
yeah, dude. I don't want
Stuff
this
you
whole
could
thing
get
to be
away
about
with.
nostalgia, but it's the stuff you can get away with. Wait, what? Is that why you were so interested?
As a science major, I can somewhat relate somehow for some reason.
I remember when you used to make pipe bombs. Yeah.
What were you doing? Like,
I remember when
Tahir
I
Hamzah used to make
decapitated a
pipe
fly.
bombs. Yeah.
I miss tearing the hearts out of lambs and burning them on a Bunsen burner.
Literally me, bro. Literally me.
I miss breaking machines.
So yeah,
Oh god, I miss burning my hand, guys. That was probably my most favorite pastime.
Yes.
How
I've
did
got
you do?
some.
How did you manage that on a Bunsen burner, bro?
It's a fun time. Fun times.
Did he just have his hand on the bottom and like,
Yeah.
wait, you're roasting your hand, bro?
Is this
Like,
really a flame? Let's
medium
find
rare.
out.
Secondary was another day.
This is medium rare. I need it more cooked.
So what's this?
so
what's
this
one as
this
well?
was my final piece for this.
Oh,
sort
for this
of-
whole Renaissance little
Yeah.
thingy.
So, I took like a modernist sort of painting of
I
like
can totally
these
see it.
cubes.
Can totally see it. Cubist situation.
Yeah, and I basically wanted to make a map sort of that represented all aspects of the Renaissance, including like got like boats here to represent the age of exploration.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Coins to represent like the bank and
Yes.
I wonder what it was about this whole
crosses to-
era that was like so interesting to you at the time.
It was so.
Did you just?
It
play
was Assassin's Creed.
It really was.
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
was
yeah,
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed.
Yeah.
That Ubisoft
If I'm
game.
being
man.
brutally honest, it was Assassin's
I mean,
Creed.
Assassin's Creed
I
is
mean,
good.
yes, your
Everyone who
trilogy
hasn't
just
played it
goes
needs to
hard.
play it. Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, so you just goes really hard.
1,
man.
2, Black Flag, even it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know after Black Flag, but who knows? Maybe it might be good.
Black Flag
I
was
I've not played
delightful.
Plus. I've actually
Yeah.
not played Plus Black Flag, and I don't think any of it's
Yeah.
good. It had
It's-
one with Valhalla
it's a
or
good-
something.
Last
Yeah.
one I played was Unity.
They went
Odyssey.
sort of like after they released Assassin's Creed Syndicate in 2015. It was like this sort of parody of Assassin's Creed. It was set in London. Everything was like
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, it's
is
in
this
London.
real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was set in London.
I don't.
Victorian
London.
and it was sort of like a parody of. the
It's
series.
Tuesday. Isn't it?
Winston
It's
Churchill.
Tuesday,
Winston
isn't it?
Churchill's in it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. I don't know about you guys. This sounds terrible.
It's actually, it was okay.
It was actually
alright.
alright. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually quite okay.
it
you know?
goes off the rails literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
You guys have played this?
Yeah.
I'm at the
Yeah.
lid. Yeah. At that time, I was playing Watch Dogs 2. I think.
Ah, I see.
Which was better than I would care to admit because it's trash in terms of theming. It's about this whole sort of San Fran environment, very hipster people, and it's a complete misread of what those kinds of people are. Begrudgingly, at the same time, it's also exactly how they are. Like, it's the most obnoxious, fake Y2K, sort of fake Zoomer thing. It's like old people trying to be young, but they're only 25 anyway. It's that specific American demographic
Yeah.
that they try and capture.
Basically, we're getting that William Dafoe drip, you know.
Yes, it's a game where you like control people with your phone.
But that's Watch Dogs 1, right? Watch Dogs 1 is that
Because
sort of emo, grungy...
I've only played Legion, which is set in London.
You did play Legion.
Oh, you played Legion.
Again, we mentioned that last week, but I really want to play Watch Dogs Legion or the week before. I really want to play Watch Dogs Legion to go back to my house. Because can I see my house in the game? That's what I've always wondered.
The
How,
furthest you can go is Hackney and Islington.
I'll find something. I'll find my aunt's house.
I
go to my aunt's house.
I want to bum
Nothing
my
like
secondary
London.
school.
Like
Doesn't
it's
look-
set in London in like 2095 or something.
Wait, what?
So like they
Oh, it's
used
set in the
that.
future.
Yeah, they used that as an excuse to not have to look at what London actually looks like.
Are you fucking kidding me? So you can go to Camden, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And
can
you
get
don't
to Camden.
and you don't find Camden at all. It's
No,
like
you can like the
Have they got
main
the- have
main
got the-
central areas of London look like London.
Yeah?
But places like Hackney and Islington, they were just like,
they don't.
let me just copy and paste a bunch of council flats.
Okay, that's
All
pretty
right.
accurate there.
Yeah.
In 2095, that'll actually be pretty damn accurate.
Yeah,
Rest in
Could be a
peace,
lot.
Hackney. But even Highbury and Islington. Is it Highbury and Islington or is it just Islington?
just Islington. Yeah,
Just Islington.
yeah. No, you can't go to Whitechapel. I'm trying to.
What?
You can't go to
Remember.
Whitechapel.
They made a game about London and you can't go to Whitechapel.
No. Whitechapel fried chicken.
That's
what happened to
actually insane.
Whitechapel fried chicken.
You can't go
Jack the
Whitechapel.
Ripper.
What the hell was that? Does anyone know Jack the Ripper from the UK? Tell me now, guys. Tell me in the comments.
Am I supposed to open a quiz?
What your favourite?
You were about to say.
I was trying to get past that. Why didn't
I said Jack the Ripper. I said Jack the Ripper. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Jack the chicken stripper.
Jack the chicken stripper. If he was a chicken, oh god! I'm imagining you work at McDonald's now. Can I just say? I'm imagining there being a dedicated guy that they pay to be the chicken stripper. That would be so funny.
Just go like,
I mean, you're not
Bring
wrong.
you like that.
You're not actually wrong.
Is there some shifts where you're the chicken stripper? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little itinerary, Bobby. Right now, this man is the big man at a chemist that pays bears, and I'm so jealous, but he's worked for it. And he's also at Amazon, which kills his soul and his mind, and honestly is fair game. You have to balance out the best thing you're doing.
I was at
with the
war
worst.
with my employer yesterday. So I asked him to calm down, and I asked him, he's like, "Who are you? Who are you to calm me down? Who are you? Who are you?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right."
because I watched the other
Watch your
episode where you were
tone,
talking
motherfucker.
about that.
Yeah, he was just like, "Wait, who do you think you are, man? What the hell?" I'm just like, "Okay, peace." That's basically it, bro.
Where you basically said you were like carrying the whole operation when he was like,
Because believe it or not, Bobby's
Yeah,
actually watched the episodes.
You watched the episode?
yeah, I did my
same
normal
guy.
thing.
Thank you, bro.
We got a fan on this podcast today.
Oh
There you
my
go.
god.
If anyone else wants to be featured, just shoot me a message. But okay.
So how long are we gonna do this for?
Why this has gone on
How
for
long is
long
this
enough?
handshake?
Yeah,
Okay. Enough of that handshake, man. That's a bit.
Someone actually viewed our podcast.
Yeah.
bro.
So, but you were speaking about. What was he speaking about?
About like you mentioned your foreman sort of was like
My
you're
what?
bringing down my operations or something.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that tried to get you fired, I think it was.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh.
This guy is just really dependent on me for some reason. I don't know. And he really wants me to work faster. And
He's got an unhealthy relationship with you.
I just
Do
said,
they
"Oh,
pay you?"
whatever."
Hey, you.
Dude, if they didn't pay me, I'd set the fucking warehouse on fire.
Yeah.
He'd take
they
another
pay
phone.
me?
He'd take another phone.
I'll help you.
Anyway.
I have a half a mind to just never go back. They don't deserve a call saying I quit. I just want to turn up.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Guys, my
What?
ears are ringing now. Guys, oh god.
You okay?
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh
Mine
shit.
are fine.
Well, Gav got the one. I'm the one with the headphones on. Oh no, my ears are ringing.
Your ears are
I'm gonna take these headphones off. Shit.
Ah.
Your ears are
All of a
ringing?
sudden they just start
Yeah,
ringing.
yeah, just leave.
Do you need a
it.
hug?
Fun.
Hey, Bobby, hug him.
We've only just seen each other after years. I don't think that's the
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Yeah, I love this man. You're so optimistic. Yeah,
Of course, yeah, man. What do you mean?
We'd have George on this podcast. All he's going to do is smoke weed in the corner and talk about Doom again.
Be like,
I've never seen George smoke before.
To be fair, I've not seen it myself, but he does say he's a bit of a pothead. That's what he said. Anyway.
so be
You
like
know,
this.
You never know.
I want like the people who say they smoke weed
Don't.
usually don't smoke weed.
Ripping Ted is done, man.
They usually-
I mean, stop being so fucking obnoxious today, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making it on this episode today. Only 20 minutes late. Anyway,
I mean,
I'm gonna hold you to that, buddy.
technically, it's half an hour
technically
because
what?
that camera wasn't here. Think about it.
What?
I don't know.
Why were you 20 minutes late?
She's just. Yeah, can we address that, please?
Oh yeah, I don't know why. I
Because you
thought,
had me waiting. What's going on?
I thought it would start at 3 o'clock. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, right. You
Yeah.
said. I don't know.
My brain
You're
thought-
just delusional.
That
was it.
I saw it at 2 o'clock. My brain was like, okay, it's gonna start at 3 o'clock. Cool.
Too
You
much
get that-
persona. The free got to you. The persona free got to you, man.
This man, listen, he's the only one who can charitably still, after all these years, just play video games into the night. You can still do that.
The only one, you say.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
If-
I think you're the only one out here, bro.
Got
Who
life
of us
do you
can
need,
do
Bobby?
Yeah,
I can't do that. I
Like
can't do
people,
shit.
people are like, oh, I've been playing for 5 hours. I'm so lazy. But the thing is, I go out and walk a lot. So when I get back, if I get back at like 5 o'clock and I've been walking around, like London, I've been traveling on
Having a
foot.
whole jamboree.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Do you travel
So-
with like a stick and a bag, or do you end up with
No, not really. I didn't even bring a bag.
Okay.
Just my phone and my keys.
Oh, man.
So
That's very male of you, to be honest.
So I go for long walks and I come back at 5. So I'll basically be tired. I'm just like, I just want to play on my Xbox. Next thing I know, it's like
Big Xbox
2
guy.
in the morning,
Oh,
and I won't be bored.
5
because-
p.m. to 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
This is the old guard right here, guys. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I know you're still like that. You've got
But
nothing to
2
say.
in the morning might be a bit
Bit generous.
because if I've got work the next day, I'm not gonna be up
Yeah.
at 2.
God, I wish you.
Intentionally.
But if it's like, I'd say that happens around like once a month. Usually I'm off at about 12 a.m.
Okay, well, okay. If we talk about large timescales, then yeah, like every 2 months there'll be a time where I'm playing it into midnight or something. But it'll be like, I don't know. It'll be evening to midnight, from like dinner time to midnight. So like 7 or 8 to midnight. And I cherish those moments where I get to play Baldur's Gate 3 just well into those afternoon hours.
Is that not the game where you
Oh.
I mean, go on,
Yes.
say what you want to say, go on.
Tell
You
me.
do-
What do you know about Baldur's Gate 3, the video game?
so you can do like things with a bear?
He knows.
That's not. Oh God, man!
I know nothing
People are gonna
about that
think.
as well. I'm in the same situation as you. I don't
People
know
are
what
gonna
the
think
fuck
I'm
you
some
doing.
fucking weirdo,
One
man.
game of the year did it.
It won.
Oh,
okay.
it did.
This is how you introduce Baldur's Gate. You introduce Baldur's Gate as Game of the Year 2024 or 3 or
It's
whatever.
only 3.
You don't introduce it as you can
The
do
bear
things with a
fucker.
bet. Guys, please.
See, you guys
My
can talk.
credibility is ruined.
You guys can talk about David Cameron.
Oh no! I'm one of his
But
mates
you
now.
guys are playing Baldur's Gate.
I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, to no one,
Yes.
in particular. Yeah. I'm annoyed that that's true, but it's not true. But it is, and I didn't do it, and I didn't like it.
Oh,
Are you sure you didn't?
I
sure
did
it's
it,
a
man.
game.
You know,
I'm
you're
sure-
a little bit curious.
No, I didn't.
It's Game of the Year, guys, for a reason, and not for that reason.
I'm sure it's a great game. I'm sure
it
that's
is.
not the reason you guys play it.
No.
It's a great game. It is.
Oh no. Okay,
Like
Baldur's-
someone must have voted for it. Come on.
me, and all the other bear fuckers.
Oh god.
I'm done for. My credibility's ruined. Baldur's Gate 3, you do not. Let's just get this out of the way first. You do not fuck a bear. You fuck a guy who is a bear, and that makes all the difference. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
She's not underage.
It's like
she's
fucking.
that
Shut the fuck up. It's like fucking. It's like fucking a werewolf, right? You know? He's gone. Bobby's gone.
Of course.
Bobby's gone. Bobby's gone.
I'd like to
You
terminate
you
my.
lost him at the werewolf, man.
I would like to terminate my contract with the guy.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so Baldur's Gate is a lovely RPG, and they should definitely sponsor me. It's a based on D&D 5e. If anyone's played Dungeons and Dragons, it's so good. And then
Yeah.
imagine Dungeons and Dragons is a video game that's even better. The bear thing.
Let's move on from the bear
We'll
thing.
move
Let's
on
talk
from the
about
bear thing, but the rest of the game is pretty damn good. Whoever
Shadowheart
put that shit in,
disapproves.
Shadowheart and all the rest of it, it's all good. There's a lovely vampire guy called Astarion that
yeah.
like
One
the
vo- I
whole
think-
of the internet was just going crazy
Did he won?
over this
Wait,
vampire.
did he won Voice of the Year by the way? I started.
Yeah, the voice actor was an amazing guy
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, he was,
so
yeah.
it's a really well, passionately done video game. And then some creep in the back of the dev team was like, "Let's get this bear in here. Let's sort this shit out."
So it was one guy.
He
Basically.
may as well have been. To
He
be
just
honest.
snuck
I mean,
it in
it's
there.
like this. In Baldur's Gate,
That's all I'm gonna say.
be open-minded.
Doesn't take like 5 people to.
Oh
first
no,
you gotta do
definitely
the
not.
vocab.
No. I know how video games are made. There's only one guy in the back of the room, definitely.
Just like.
Yeah, exactly.
He developed
Like
it, he
this
voice
sicko.
acted it. He
Look,
did the
like that
motion
guy right
for
there.
it.
Like what Oliver is looking like that.
in this.
Man.
Why do you look like you with your hood on, Oliver, looks like Mr. Robot?
How'd you know? How'd you know?
You know Mr.
He is
Robot?
Mr.
Yeah, what's it? Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, yeah. Love that guy.
It was in
Absolutely love that guy.
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
I didn't watch Oppenheimer actually, believe it or not.
Why? What's
Yeah,
wrong
I saw
with
it
too
with my
busy-
friend. We
I was
actually.
too busy watching Barbie, innit? There you go. That's the one. Has anyone watched the new Godzilla? Because I want to watch that.
Oh
last week.
yeah, actually, I haven't.
I don't think we're a big Godzilla crowd here, but
Me and my
like,
friend actually
I
dressed
mean-
up to see Oppenheimer.
oh,
Yeah, I went as Oppenheimer. He went as a scientist.
I mean, Oppenheimer is a scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went.
Please, I'm taking you. Stop.
Oh, sorry.
One of you should have gone in as Einstein, man.
Honestly, that would have been great.
Did people cheer when they saw Einstein?
Oh, like in
Einstein
the,
cameo.
Because
Let's
that's what I
go.
heard. People cheered when they saw Einstein. It
Really?
was weirdest thing.
like in the, I think that was an edited. I think
that's
they
what-
edited the audio from Avengers Endgame and put it
True,
into the,
that's what I would have expected.
yeah.
I don't know why they did.
Oh,
just
we're going
hilarious.
on tangent after tangent.
Ooh,
after
it's
tangent.
Einstein, baby!
But
I would do
what was
that.
actually funny is they were showing Barbie in the cinema next to the. I mean, in the door next to the one we were next to
Oh,
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So as we went in with our like Oppenheimer outfits on, two girls went in with their dressed in all pink.
Oh,
We were walking into different doors
This
at
is
the
the
same
modern.
time.
This is the modern men's fashion and women's fashion right
course.
now. There you go.
Yeah. So
Did you have the hat as well?
Yeah, we
Dude, we have to get. We need to pull up a picture of that or something. I wish there was one.
Yeah,
that'd be
It was
great.
on my Instagram, but yeah,
You-
I can send it to you.
Dude,
You-
you gotta send it. You gotta send
you know
it.
what
We
the
need that
hilarious
featured.
thing is? You know, after you watch a movie in the cinemas,
Yeah.
I swear to you, 9 times out of 10, you could just walk out of the cinemas and then walk into another cinema and watch another film and you would never get caught.
I mean, we're talking
Oh.
like before 1955, because I think.
Have you done that before, Tahir?
Yes.
Well, I think we did a good run through explaining to most people why it is, or how it is that you came about to do art at the time,
How
and
is
not any
art?
longer. But
I don't think I even explained that.
no, to be honest, but
It's not important.
why exactly is it that art is no longer viable for you right now, and will you ever go back? Do you ever want to?
Because I need money.
Did you try? Did you try?
I mean,
Did you give it? You gave it an honest try, right? No.
Yeah, I guess.
Perfect.
Listen, art's great. It's a great subject. It's not as stressful as people make it out to be. If you're on top of your work, if you work at your own pace, you know your strengths and your limits, you'll do great. And I'd say like 1 in 3 people will make it into a art job that pays well. But
Undoubtedly.
I wanted like a sort of a more secure career path.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
I'd say screenwriting is sort of, it still lets me unleash my creative brain, but in a way that is more feasible financially.
It's more flexible and
Working with other people.
Yeah, and
to
it's
create
more and it's more
stories.
secure.
Yeah.
Nice.
And with
Found
that,
your place.
hopefully, best of luck to you on your screenwriting stuff. I can probably hook you up with some
Yeah,
things too.
thank
Why
you.
not?
Yeah.
But
We
for
can
now,
work
we will
together.
sound you out after 2 straight hours of this. Thanks very much for watching, guys.
Been here for
And
2
we'll catch you
hours.
later. Yeah, I know, guys. I know.
Oh, wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you enjoy the show and want to see more, take a look at our Patreon and Ko-Fi links, which will be in the description soon enough. If you want to get involved as well, drop us a message at LJJoeBailey on Instagram or at our email at malislam099@gmail.com.